And good evening, everybody. Rob Gearing here, owner of Traffic Leads to Income VM and leader of Team Massive Success. And I'm here to kick things off in our online marketing mastery. Today is July 8th of 2020, and we've got a great topic for you today. So sit back, relax. We just invited our Telegram friends. So we'll see who starts popping in. Our topic tonight is engage. Engage. So we're going to talk about engagement in your online business, why it's important, and why you should definitely take that tactic when it comes to your online business. So we'll see who pops in, and then I'm going to do my share to my Facebook wall in a second here. I'm going to wait for a couple of folks to come in. We're a little early, about 4 minutes to start time. But let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been owner of Traffic Leads to Income VM for over 10 years. I've been an online marketer for close to 20 years, or probably more than 20 years actually, as I've dabbled for quite some time before really hitting some great concepts and seeing some true success. So it's been a fun ride. I want to help you. I want to help others have success in your online business. So if you come over here on Wednesday nights, you're going to get a lot of great information. So hey, Mike Dell, how you doing? Mike, it's time to do our shares. I'm actually going to do a share to my Facebook wall. So let's see if this works. Yeah, good to see you, Mike Dell. So let's see if this works. Let me get this out of here and go over to my Facebook and see if we can get this to work. So. And I'll probably be in here twice. So I'm on my phone and my iPad. So let's see. I should be seeing myself live here. Where are we at? There I am, I believe. Yes, I see it. No, that's July 1st. Never mind. No. I guess that hasn't updated for my phone yet. Hang on, let me try it this way. And who else has popped in? Anybody else so far? No, nobody yet. Okay. I'm just going to go straight back into Facebook. So you shared? Okay, good. Easy for you, huh? I'm having trouble, Mike. Let me go totally out and then search for Team Massive Marketing, which is where we're broadcasting from. And where are we at? Maybe I can't do it on two devices at the same time. How about that? I think I'm being prevented from doing it. Okay. Oh well. Yeah. Well, that was an idea. Thought I'd take a shot at it. I don't think that's going to work. Okay. Alright, enough of that. Alright. Alright, who else is with us? State your name. Who's with us? Who's with me and Mike Dell? Let us know. Who else is here? Simon. So go ahead and share, Simon. Go ahead and share. Maybe I'll try this again. Let me try my share again. How about Mike Lipsy? Where's Mike Lipsy at? Man, he was chomping at the bit. He's probably in the wrong, he may be in the wrong place. That happens sometimes. So we'll give a couple more minutes for some more folks to come. I know we had somebody that, oh, here we go. Here I am. I see myself now. Oh, beautiful. Not that I'm beautiful. Okay, share. And share, right post. Let's try this one. To my timeline. Come join me live. I've not done this before, believe it or not. Come join me live. Not for this meeting. Post. That'll go to my wall. That should bring some people in. I'm hoping. Okay. Posted. Okay. So I shared. Mike Dell shared. Hopefully Simon shared. There's 4 with us now. Mike Lipsy's here. So Mike Lipsy, go ahead and share. and rally any other troops that you think would be interested in this topic. And we have a lot of new people in our Telegram group at Traffic Leads to Income VM, our Traffic Leads to Income VM Telegram group, massive success Telegram group. So would really like to see some of those new folks pop in. There's Lisa. Looks like Lisa just joined us. So Lisa's in the house. Go ahead and share Lisa. And keep spreading the word, everybody, about our meeting and our topic for tonight, which is engage, engage, engage. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because it is the appointed time. It is actually past the appointed time. It is 8:01 p.m. Eastern Time. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming. Again, this is Rob Gearing, owner of Traffic Leads to Income VM and leader of Team Massive Success. So I'm going to talk about engagement. It's one of my favorite topics. And I'm going to talk about it in stages of your online business. And then I'm going to talk about a little bit of life engagement and maybe share a story or two about that. So first off, when we talk about online business and engagement, what that means is when you first join something, whatever affiliate program, whatever company, the work at home, online business, network marketing company, whatever the case may be, there's a importance of engaging. What that means is actually following the company's instructions. Generally speaking, companies have their trainings and their webinars just like we're doing tonight. So there's always an importance of engaging when you join something, right? So that's your first step usually in engagement. That's a self-motivation, right? Because there may or may not, let's just say in this conversation that there really is nobody behind you pushing you. This is just you wanted to do this and you're making things happen yourself. You're self-motivated. You're engaging. You're motivated to engage in this new company, in this new venture. So then you're part of it. The next step of engagement, phase 2 of engagement, is the fact that you want to come back the next day. Usually step 1 of engagement means I started, I said, hey, I'm here, I'm ready to work. Step 2 of engagement is coming back tomorrow. And then there's a lot of steps after that. It's tomorrow, the next day, the day after that. You get my drift. So that's really stage 2 of engagement. It's showing up for work every day. It's engaging every day in the business, for example. But a lot of these businesses have communities. So when we say engage, we talk about it in our Telegram groups all the time. Say good morning, say hello. Greet people as you see them come online. Have conversations, create topics, right? Keep a momentum going is really what engagement is. But again, self-engagement begins with just starting something and sticking with it. Those are big things. After that, level 3 of engagement becomes following a process of success, having a plan, and engaging that plan every day. So that's level 3 of engagement, right? Because showing up isn't enough, right? Who's going to get paid just for showing up? I don't think there's too many businesses that will pay you to engage, right? Just to show up to the business. I'm here. Money come. Unless you're doing investment. And, I dabble with some of that. And let me tell you, cryptocurrency has had a good turn the last couple of days. So for those that are following me in the eToro group, I gave some guidance and some advice and I shared a few thoughts. It's been a nice upturn in the cryptocurrency world, and hopefully that will continue. So there is a passive situation in business where, from an investing standpoint, showing up means just watching your ticker and seeing if things went up or down on a given day. And I may engage by putting some more chips out on the table, right? But getting back to our normal engagement story, which is our normal online business, referring people and whatnot, following the plan, engaging in that plan. Because just showing up isn't enough. You got to have that stage 3 engagement, okay? But then the day comes for stage 4, right? And this is, I think, again, we always have our walls that our friends and our teams and people hit. And step 4 in the engagement process is I've referred people. I followed the plan. I have a list that I've built. I have signups that have come. I'm done, right? Success has happened. No, you have to have the stage 4 engagement. This is probably the most critical of all. because I'll explain that in a minute here. But we can't sit back and say, okay, now it's time for the company to take over. This person joined, not so much even the company. This person joined. Now, what are they doing personally? Why aren't they doing anything? Right? They must not be interested. They're not engaging. So then we blame the affiliate, the new sign-up, our new referral, our new downline member, and we just move on, sadly. And that's the end of stage 4. Now, stage 4 can go on for quite a long time. And then there are other engagement stages beyond stage 4, but unfortunately, people in this business never see it. They never see it because they give up on people so quickly. But they forget that, and this is the big learning for tonight, they forget that they are part of the, I'm going to call it 5%. So if you're here tonight, you're engaged, right? Eliana, Mike Dell, Michael Lipsy, Lisa G, you're engaged at some level of these steps because you're here, right? So that's a win. You show up, you're here. But we can't assume that all these people on our list, all these people in our downline, that these people are part of the 5%. 5% meaning I am an entrepreneur and I'm self-motivated, right? I'm an entrepreneur and I'm self-motivated. So we expect that 95% of people to be that same way, knowing that there's really only a 5% self-starters. You came here probably not because you were coached, not because somebody gave you a hand up and pulled you up into the boat, into the lifeboat. You came into your business because you were one of the 5%. You were self-motivated. You made it happen, right? But the mistake that you're making, if you fall into this group, is that you assume that everybody is like you, and they're not. And this is where we want to teach and train people how to become online marketing coaches, right? We have to put on a different hat. We have to take off the 5% hat when we sit back and we say, if they don't join on their own and they don't make it into the group and they don't start following the instructions, they must be not interested. They're not engaged. When they're over here, see, they're over here. Please, somebody help me. Somebody help me, please. Please, I'm over here. I can't get the confirmation link. I can't move forward. I don't know how to get to the Telegram group. I don't understand some of the simpler concepts, but I'm really good and I'm really eager and I really want to help myself and I want to help the team and I want to get involved. See? Then we come back into the picture. See, that's my demonstration for tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed it. So they're outside the bubble, right? They're not on the inside. They need your help. They need your coaching. They need you to reach out. We've got to structure our emails accordingly. We've got to understand that most emails aren't read or received. So no matter how carefully you craft it, no matter how good you think it is, you have to understand there's a portion that never, ever, ever will see your content. Ever. Ever. So how do you work around that? How do you work around that? Well, how many of you reach out to people personally with one-on-one emails, right? You're probably surprised that I said email, right? I'm not anti-email. I just think that we lean on it way too much in affiliate marketing. But we have to understand that autoresponders, for the most part, suck. Even the best ones. They do. And everything's tripped against mailers and autoresponders, and Gmail's always trying to put things into the spam filter, and it's just almost an impossible daily battle. So we understand that, and we have to reach further. We have to go deeper into the situation. We have to say, let me send them a one-on-one email. So for my team that I'm coaching, our Massive Success Mentoring Group, we put together a good email that people should send one-on-one. You know what one-on-one means? That means I go into my email account, I type in the email address, and I click content send. And that could be as simple as, reach out to me. Here's my phone number if you really are interested. I'm available to help and support you. You can put the ball in their court, right? You can put it out there, right? You can say, hey, here I am. I'm giving you exact way to contact me right now and get things started. If you need help or you have questions or you want to get outside the bubble, you want to come in, here's an opportunity. Then we go beyond that. We obviously, I at least, and folks that I coach, I we'll reach out by making a phone call and welcoming somebody. Welcome to my list. Welcome. Maybe welcome to my list isn't the right thing always to say. Welcome to my business. Welcome to your business, right? Welcome to something. I'm really glad to have you as a subscriber. I'm really glad to have you as a new team member. I'm really glad to have you as part of, this exciting business. And I'm here to help and support you. That's where you put on your online marketing coaching hat. This is where you take people one at a time into the boat, into the survival boat. Because how many times do we see, hey, I want to introduce Susie tonight here in Telegram, or here in the Facebook webinar, or here in wherever, this Facebook group, or wherever you want to say it. We've lost our way in a lot of ways. We've forgotten the importance of connection and introduction, and that team, the new person and the seasoned person. And if you think about offline marketing, if you think about regular jobs, right, in retail, for example, or in whatever, I always pull back on retail because that's where I've worked offline in the past. And what we used to do is we would say, hey, you're gonna be Susie's mentor tonight, right? And Susie's gonna hang with you. You don't bring somebody into Kmart, God rest their soul, and say to Kmart, a new person, stand at the register and see what happens, right? See what happens. Oh, we got a new person, Alexander, into the Telegram group. Gail, get Alexander into the Facebook meeting. Post a Facebook link. Post a Facebook group link, just like I did, so that we can get Alexander into this meeting. Because this is really what this meeting should be about, is about welcoming new people. And I love the people that I work with every day in the community. But, part of my yearning is always to work with somebody new and get them started in this whole path that we just talked about. Perfect, Gail. That's awesome. Okay, so let's see if he pops in. So that's what it's all about. And probably that was a paid lead, right? That was probably from our traffic co-op. And that's how beautiful that thing works. You come in the Traffic Leads to Income VM, you come into the Telegram group, you could come into a live webinar. That timing is impeccable, my friends, right? Wow. I love it. I love it. So it's really important to understand that 95% of the people online they're not going to get it themselves. They need you to reach deep in and grab them and help them, right? So we reach out again by phone. If I can't reach somebody by phone, I'll send them a text message. I'll send them that one-on-one email. I'm going to do everything, right? Probably the order of it I would do it is I'm going to try to reach somebody by phone and just welcome them and say hi and have a real conversation, right? It's just direct. It's just, let's just get on with it. Let's just be real people, like we live in the world, and we help and support. And just like I said in my real world example, you don't throw that person in front of the cash register and say, go, have fun. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to ring up sales. I don't know what to do. I've never done this before. Why do we do that online? We should not do that online. We wouldn't do it in the real world, right? So we reach out. Make that call. It doesn't have to be a sales pitch. It doesn't have to be anything other than hi. I just would, I would like to say hi and find out a little bit about you and tell you a little bit about me. And you filled out a form on a website, and this is what it said. So I'm assuming that you may possibly be interested in what that said, right? So here's a little bit of information about that. You want to take it a little further? If not, it's fine, We're not into get rich quick. We're not into scams. We're not into anything other than, helping people legitimately become online marketing coaches, right? Because the world could benefit from this, right? We bring them in one coach at a time. And you start as a newbie coach and you work your way up and you become confident and you can start shooting videos and doing your own group meetings and team meetings and everything like that. So phone call, text message would be second if I can't get a hold of somebody. I'll leave a voicemail, but then I hit people with a text and then a welcome email. Personal, not autoresponder. These are all personal things that we do to try to get that person engaged. So we have to engage, and then we have to be online marketing coaches to help downline, our subscribers, become engaged. And I know that's maybe why we fight this, because we probably think to ourselves, why, if I didn't have anybody to help me and I didn't need that, why do they? But why are we fighting our own business when we get paid for every action that these people do? Whether we're in Traffic Leads to Income VM, whether we're in ClickTrack Profit, whether we're in Contact List Builder Learning, whether we're in any company in the world, we get paid in affiliate networking / whatever marketing you want to call it, right? Anything that has to do with referring, building a downline, and earning a commission based on actions done by that downline, whether it be purchases, subscriptions, or anything like that. Why do we want to be stubborn with our own business and be defiant and say, damn it, I'm not doing it. They're big people. They have to put on their big people pants today, and they need to figure it out. When this is how I eat. This is how I get paid. So I'm not going to leave any lead, prospect, anything on the table, right? Last week we talked about leads versus prospects and how that works in our MSF 500 formula. I don't leave anything on the table, and I would recommend that you don't either, because this is how we get paid. This is, and this may be my weekly mantra: run this business like you don't have any other income coming in. All your money is gone, everything. So whatever money that you have coming in, even your online earnings, because I didn't say that last week, so I'm going to change my formula to you. Let's say you're a successful online marketer. I'm taking you back to square one, right? And I'm taking all your income away from you, and you've got to start right now. And I just gave you some real-time people that just came in, right? And I gave you some contact information. I gave you their phone number, right? And they're in whatever program of your choice. Fill in, put a check in the box. Program of your choice. And you've got a month. You'll get a couple of these people every day. That's how you're going to eat this month. What would you do? Would you just basically let the autoresponder run and say, oh, well, that's the way this works. That's the system. Or would you go further based on the information given and maybe knowing what's at stake commission-wise, right? So that's kind of the way I think we really need to play it in our businesses. It's engagement. It's helping. It's teaching. It's only an enhancement. So my example for offline engagement, other than in the offline workplace, when somebody's being mentored, or a new person's shadowing somebody in an offline business setting, but in a personal situation, on July 4th, my daughter was invited to, not really a party, but she has a friend that we in our old place that we lived. These folks were two doors up, and they would always call us we're the 2-door down people, and they're the two door up people. And the kids all played together, and then we moved away to a different part of town. And my daughter still stays really friendly with this young lady, and I was always friendly with the parents, but we hadn't really talked for a while because I don't see them very often. So my daughter says, "Why don't you come over to the house?" And sometimes, believe it or not, I may seem gregarious, but I can be a little introverted sometimes socially. And it was July 4th. It was hot. I was kind of tired. I had done some things earlier in the day, and I'm thinking to myself, man, maybe I'll just pass on that. Then I thought to myself, wow, I think life, and we all regret and lament situations in life when we didn't go out on that date. We didn't go to that dance. We didn't go out with these particular friends. We didn't go to that ball game, right? So I encourage you, when you even have an offline personal scenario and a chance to go do something, do it. Because I had a really great time. It was really awesome. And I got to meet a couple of new guys that were part of the little mini party that I had never met these two fellas before. And we watched Yankee Doodle Dandy on TV, right? And we went outside and had some great hot dogs. And then I actually got a chance I love playing ball, tossing a ball around in different athletic activities. And that was fun. And just lighting some sparklers and doing all that. So compare that with if I would have just stayed home. and and I had a chance to spend time with my daughter, which is priceless and precious. So I think it's really, really important that we understand life is precious and our business is precious. And when we sit and we have this new person that we brought in, and we have any level of contact information, if you're not ever going to listen to my advice and never put a phone field in your opt-in form, then at least send that one-on-one email. At least try to pull some information up from them. Get them on Facebook. Get them in Telegram. Move beyond email. Move beyond the wall and the bubble. Where we're like this and there's no vision, and get where we can see people and look people in the eye and have engagement and everything. So even from an email marketing standpoint, you can pull people off of your list and then have various levels of engagement and whatnot. So, and I only tell you this because I know that it's worked for me quite tremendously. And, I know it can work for you. So speaking of engagement, the other pieces of this, once you do start having these types of, when you start having these types of business friends, they're not just your downline anymore. They're team members. You're their idol. They look up to you, right? You're the coach, and you're calling the shots and laying out game plans and whatnot. The different levels of engagement is you then start having maybe team meetings, right? Where you maybe host a little video or audio chat with your team, right? That would be level 5, step 5 in this process. And it can then, go, gangbusters from there, where someday you're going to have, 10, 15, 20, 50, maybe 100 people that are part of this family, that you're like you're the patriarch, the matriarch, right? Like a family. Because Susie brought in 10 people that then she recommends them to listen to what you have to say. And Eddie brought in 50. And, you have this whole hub that everybody's plugged into. So you can't operate as an island unto yourself, and you can't allow just the program, the owner of whatever situation that you're really fond of, to do all the engagement, to do all the work on this, all the heavy lifting. You want to take that action and that ownership as well. And I think that's another downfall sometimes, that people stop because they say it's the program's time to take over. I don't have to do anymore. So take personal action. Let everything else be bonuses. Let your autoresponder, when it's chugging and working, that's a bonus. You don't need to think about that. Let the owners of programs do their magic, if you support them and you like what they do, which can help bring you customers and sales and whatnot. But take a personal interest, get in front of your own business, get in front of your team, and no matter what you're doing, you can have a team, right? No matter what it is. If it's investment, you have your team of investors that look to you for your advice and your guidance and coaching. If you're doing affiliate marketing, if you're doing network marketing, if you're doing a hybrid combination of all these things, you always win by leadership development. And everything that I do every week and hopefully every day in my business is helping people develop leadership skills. But you can take the advice or you can leave the advice. But engagement, no matter what you're doing, where you're at in life, it's great. And part of engagement is, for you coming tonight, this would be whatever, step 9, step 20. Believe it or not, people won't take my offer. Go to Traffic Leads to Income VM admin area. If you're not a member, get back to the person who invited you to this meeting, and get joined up, get signed up, or go to trafficleadstaincome.com. And then put a support ticket in under FAQ Ask Admin and say, here's my login spotlight ad. I'm going to give you a free login spotlight ad. So here's the link that I want to use, and that's all I need is the link. And I'll choose the day, and it'll be in your back office, and I'll let you know what day I selected for you, and you'll be able to see feedback. That's what a login spotlight ad is. You get to see what people thought of your page, like the gauntlet that we know from Click Track Profit. So that's a free bonus for coming tonight. And again, there are people that won't engage. It's too hard. Oh, I got to log in. But that would be amazing, because if you came this far, all the way to a Facebook Live, I would think that you will take that extra little step. So a couple of exciting announcements. I can tell you about, hopefully. Do I have any announcements to make? I know there's some things in the works that aren't finished. So we're working on an easier way for people to join Traffic Leads to Income VM, an easier process since we're bringing people in from outside the affiliate marketing community. We find that they get bogged up in confirming and different things like that. So we're trying to make a quicker and easier process where people, believe it or not, will join a mailer but have to actually opt in to receive emails. Because one of the things that I've noticed in the viral mailer industry is that new people quit because they can't stand getting 12 emails in the first 5 minutes of when they join. We have to stop that because you'll never attract anybody from the outside. Nobody wants that, right? That's one of the downfalls of viral mailers. And I'm here to try to fix some of these problems, right? At least in my own mailer. So, anybody who wants to use the mailer is going to figure out how to subscribe to receive the credit emails so they can, use those credits for their own promotions. But I don't think a new person really that's not where they're at, right? They need to get some training and understand things. So we're going to slow that down and work that into training. I know. For those that take the MSF 500 package, for those that do the one-time purchase, the big package that we call it, they are going to get, beginning in the 1st of August, they are going to get 5 downline members of Traffic Leads to Income VM added to their team, right? I've discovered there's sort of a wormhole where I don't know if it's people who are still promoting Traffic Leads to Income VM that maybe, got purged years ago. So they come in with no sponsor. And I don't necessarily want to be everybody's sponsor. I want to help people make money here. So I'm going to take my top producers, my top engagers, if you will, the folks that put the most money on the table, are going to get 5 downline members per month given to them, right? And we're also going to increase commissions for that group as well. So those are 2 things. So I want to add increased value to the MSF 500 package, okay, not less. And I want to create separation between that and the $75 a month offer where you get the monthly co-op share. I need to create some separation and differences in those two packages. So I'm trying to, play a couple things. I've also created for the I mentioned my mentoring group, those that come in either at the big one-time level or the $75 a month level. We have not just the setup to the MS 500 system, but we also have, the private areas that we talked about. Now we have password protected pages that only they have access to. So now we just did our second recording that's going to be added there to one of the private pages. So they get, not like here, they get special content that's going to be archived and special training and special whatever. So trying to create, again, more content value for those customers. So, but I just want everybody to know, in Traffic Leads to Income VM, of course we want people to come into the big package, right? The one-time purchase, right? That's very meaningful. That's where people can earn $500 commissions. So we know that's important. We know that secondly important would be the $75 a month. It's still part of the MSF 500 package product. Top level upgrade, co-op share every month. We know that's important. But below that, there's still good stuff, right? We know people can come in still as graduate folks. They go through the 7 steps of success within the back office of Traffic Leads to Income VM, do a lot of great things, earn 30% commissions, up to $300 commissions, if they would sell a big package or have somebody take that. We know that it's usually smart to do, if you're asking somebody to buy something, you should probably be an owner of it yourself. But in affiliate marketing, that's not always the case, and we understand that. So there's a lot of upgrade levels, right? We talk about literally 4 levels. We have, 3 levels, not 4. There's 4 levels, but TL, 2L, top level, JV, it would be next, then the graduate. Those are the 3 upgrade levels. And there's a lot of greatness in any of those areas. You just get, you may get lesser at the graduate than you are at the TL, 2L, or the JV. But you're in the game. And you can get in for as low as just from a regular through the upgrade area of Traffic Leads to Income VM, $10 a month, right? So that's like where it starts, and then obviously it can go up from there. And free members, we still welcome. Free members can use the mailer. They can send email. They can receive email. They can also use our sweat equity plan, which is part of our MMS plan that we lay out. So really, there's something for everybody, as long as you're a member and you're confirmed, right? So go to robgearing.com/MMS, robgearing.com/MMS, and that lays out the plan, right? So when we're coaching and mentoring and doing our thing and welcoming new people into our Telegram group, that's really the first thing that we say. Hey, here it is. Hey, let's come over to the conference room and let's talk about it, right? Let's engage, right? So, now maybe you understand a little bit more about me. I could just give somebody the link and walk away, or I can give you the link and then have a conversation with you. And, I can't ever think where that would be a bad thing. And if it would be construed as that would make me sad, because when in my world that I grew up in, and I came, one of the early pioneers of online marketing along with John Olson, that was the golden ticket. Man, if somebody called me or had a conversation with me or tutored me, mentored me, helped me, many of the great marketers never would have gotten where they got to without them seeking out engagement, having meetings and conversations with people, taking advantage of opportunities that are laid before them. But don't fall into that group that's buried in their own busy work that literally is leading to nowhere. There are people in these communities that can give you golden gems every day. And generally, when I flip the switch on and say, hey, we're having whatever, touch base, morning wake up call, whatever, and a person takes advantage of that, they never walk away losing. They always walk away winning. And many of you here tonight have been part of that. You received somebody added to your downline. You got bonus credits. You got that little piece of advice that really motivated you to get some good content out there, and it worked out really well, and you got a lot of engagements, or whatever the case may be. So don't fall into yourself that it's just you. You have people that are out here to help you. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of the login spotlight ad. Take advantage of what we do every Wednesday. Take advantage of, if you're in our mentoring group, you have access to me all the time to help and support you, what to say to people, how to say it, how to structure it, what to do, what's the next step. Take advantage of it. That's all a guy like me can do as an online marketing coach. That's all you can do if you are a budding online marketing coach. But at the end of the day, that's all we can do is offer our assistance. We put our hand out, we connect with people, we engage, and we'll find our diamonds, right? And they may be right in front of us, and the advice we need, the people that can help us move to the next level, may be right in front of us. We just don't either realize it, appreciate it, or take advantage of it. So that's all I've got tonight. What do you guys got? I'm going to let a little time pass here. I know there's a lag usually. So welcome, Boniface, if you're still here. Let me say hi to everybody. But please give me some comments, some feedback, some questions. It makes the night go a little better. It's only 8:34. We've only been doing this for 34 minutes. So I'm going to scroll up and say hi to everybody, and then I'm going to then I'll come back down and look for your comments, questions, and your engagement, right? Do I have an engaged group in front of me tonight? Or are we busy working on other stuff and just wanted me to see that you came tonight, right? I know that's not the case. So hi to Michael Lipsy, Gail Quantock, Boniface Lopez, Eliana, Mike Dell, Simon, and there we go. So I'm coming back down. So who has anything? And I won't belabor this too long, but I'll give it a couple of minutes. Getting prospects with bad numbers, then you have to use whatever is available. So yeah, Mike, if you got a bad number, then all you've got is that email address. So I would send that personal email and say, hey, I tried to call you, but the number is not good. When can do you have an updated number? Because I'd like to connect with you, and I know you're doing the MSF 500. So, for crying out loud, they filled out a page that said, "Here's information on how you can earn $500 commissions." So you're going to be like in your email, I want to talk to you about this. You requested help and support and information. So reply back with a good number and let's chat. Let's connect. Right? When's a good time? Let's do this. Let's make this happen. So that's all you're left with. So that's where you have to do the one-on-one email. Years ago, we used to be better detectives. I used to be able to go on Facebook, and I still do it. If it's a unique name, you can do a name search on Facebook. And don't feel like I'm a stalker or anything. I just have a yearning to connect with people that have asked for information from my company and my business, right? I will tell you this too. For those that are promoting Traffic Leads to Income VM, I look every day, and I personally also connect with new members who join, right, that are active. So, we're all in this together. And you guys who are working with me know that I will say, hey, how are you doing with Mary? How's everything with Susie? Did you get a chance to... that's the kind of community and mindset we have to have. We just saw a new person come into Telegram, right? I don't think he came in, which is sort of disappointing, right? But he can catch the recording. We're going to find out who the sponsor is. We're going to do some great things. Maybe I'll get into the room tonight, too, with Alexander. And he gave a thumbs up. Okay, so I don't know if he's watching it or not, but if you are Alexander, we definitely want to talk to you about what you asked for information on, about the 500 in your pocket. Or if you're simply a normal, regular member of Traffic Leads to Income VM, we still like to tell you about all of our plans and things that we have available. So we'll work a little bit with Alexander in the group. And I think that's maybe all that I've got. It looks like we don't have any more questions or comments or anything. So I appreciate everybody coming. A little smaller gathering, but still a great gathering. And our theme is engage, engage, engage. Now I've got to work on, like I said last week, I'm going to make a graphic, and then going to use that for all my content that I put out post meeting, right? And you feel free to play on it, to expand on it, to utilize it in your marketing campaigns. If you think that you like what we do here. So I appreciate you guys staying with me, and I wish you a great night, and I'll probably see some of you right afterwards, and definitely in the days to come. So to your massive success, thank you very much.